we have the privilege of honoring and hosting the three tremendous elected officials right now. Commissioner Jim Hanson is returning and such, and he'll be taking the oath of office first in today's session. Second will be Commissioner-elect McKinney, who represents the Meridian area. He'll be following Commissioner Hanson, and then we will have Commissioner Pickering, who will be taking her oath of office. As you all know, this is a very important ceremony and protocol when elected leadership passes from one to the other or remains with one of our key members, reaffirming his oath to the district and the taxpayers. It is something that we take here very seriously at the district, and it shows again the tremendous support and effort that these elected officials, when they raise their hand and say, "I do," take on that tremendous burden, and of course all the issues that go along with being the elected official that gets to make the decisions for policy and strategy and execution here at the district. So with that, it is my privilege to introduce Commissioner Hanson. Sir?
Thank you. Justice Horton? And this is my wife, Joan Cartan Hanson.
You raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jim Hanson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Idaho,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Idaho,
the laws and policies of the Ada County Highway District,
the laws and policies of the Ada County Highway District,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of Ada County Highway District Commissioner
the duties of the office of Ada County Highway District Commissioner
according to the highest ethical standards
according to the highest ethical standards
and to the best of my abilities.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody, particularly my wife, Joan Cartan Hanson, my daughter, Sam, who are here, my whole family, many friends. A special thanks to Grace and Melanie and Zach, who worked so hard this year, to many, many other people. This has been may I take this off?
Yes.
This has been a very important year, and I've continued to learn a tremendous amount. Even after 8 years, I keep learning more and more, especially from the ordinary people in the neighborhoods in Ada County. We are now approaching the 10th month of a global pandemic that has put sharp focus on how this agency and every other agency operates. We have a role to play to prepare our community for a healthy, resilient, and successful future. ACHD is the largest local transportation government in the state of Idaho. It's entrusted with billions in public assets and has the ability to tax and create more assets. So the people are entitled to know what the return on that investment is. Even though ACHD cannot borrow money, it does create debt when it creates new capital assets. Debt in the form of long-term maintenance obligations. So ACHD does have a key role in helping our neighbors and our neighborhoods with its investments to make them safer and create incentives for residents and local businesses to invest themselves. ACHD is charged with managing a huge area of public right-of-way. Part of that obligation is to foster freedom of mobility for all people, employees and customers, school children and teachers, seniors, people with disabilities. We hear a lot about freedom these days, but don't ask enough questions about and measure how the choices we make in spending our tax dollars impact the people's freedom of mobility. ACHD is a unique creation. It is not a city or a county. It is a special purpose government with many statutory limitations. But just because there are limits on what ACHD can do does not mean it cannot ask questions about and measure the impacts of its actions in partnership with the cities, the county, and the state. We often hear ACHD is not a land use agency. That's true, but it is not the end of the conversation. It is the beginning. How ACHD spends public funds has a profound impact on land use. Some uses are incentivized by ACHD's actions, and other land uses are not. We often hear ACHD is not a housing agency. That is true, but that is not the end of the conversation. It is the beginning. Two of the biggest hits to a family's budget are the cost of housing and the cost of transportation. How does it help a family to have marginally affordable housing if it is more than wiped out by transportation costs? And the cost of transportation is not just measured by what it costs to own a car and insure it and fuel it. It is also measured by how much time one must spend going from one place to another. Too many people in our community pay a very high transportation cost for trying to live on a modest income, including many of the people in the healthcare and service industries who've been saving lives during this pandemic. We often hear ACHD does not do economic development. Now, this really doesn't make sense. When the tax base weakens in economic downturn, ACHD won't build as much new infrastructure, but it is still obligated to maintain all the infrastructure it has built in the past. So, the taxpayers are entitled to know before infrastructure is built whether and how it fosters a strong, resilient tax base. I am very encouraged by steps ACHD has taken to consider new measuring tools, both in relation to impacts and related to modes of transportation. I am hopeful this will encourage better integration and cooperation with our partner local governments in Ada County. We have some very tough questions to ask, and we have to ask and answer those questions together. We have neither the resources nor the time to spare on jurisdictional disputes. So I look forward to working with my fellow commissioners and learn from all we can from this period of self-reflection created by the pandemic, so that our community can emerge stronger, healthier, and more resilient than ever. Thank you very much. Got my mask. I don't.
Commissioner May, Commissioners, I do see Commissioner McKinney in the room at this point in time. So with that, I have the honor of introducing the next newest commissioner to the Ada County Highway District and welcoming his family. And with that, Commissioner, over to you.
This is my wife, Wendy. Oh, and my daughter, Catherine. All right, let me see here. Catherine, will you hold that?
Raise your right hand, please. I state your full name.
I, David Russell McKinney,
Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend
do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Idaho,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Idaho,
and the policies of Ada County Highway District,
and the policies of Ada County Highway District,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Ada County Highway District Commissioner
that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Ada County Highway District Commissioner
according to the highest ethical standards
according to the highest ethical standards
and to the best of my ability.
and to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Let's see. I have not prepared significant remarks. I just want to say, first of all, thank you to all those who've supported me in my campaign and those who have offered their congratulations and their assistance and their well wishes. I look forward to working with the other commissioners, working with the staff and officers at the Ada County Highway District to help this district continue to do what it's obligated to do. The mission of the Ada County Highway District is to make it so that the residents of Ada County can get where they need to go, one way or another. Most residents of this county rely upon their automobiles, and that's why the bulk of what ACHD does is with highways. It's in the name, the Ada County Highway District. At the same time, we have lots of other opportunities to promote transportation of a variety of modes, and to make sure that these things are built and maintained and put together in a way that promotes the benefit, the welfare, the economic strength of all of the residents of Ada County. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to serve with this group and look forward to a long and prosperous and congenial service together in the years to come. Thank you.
Photo with your wife or?
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, and family?
Yeah.
You want to come out to the light, maybe?
Where should we do that? Right here? Okay.
Get me out of the way.
Let's go right here, and I suppose, why don't we do this? Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
I was smiling.
I'm not supposed to put my mask
Oh,
on.
yeah, your mask.
Oh, we should have all, shouldn't we have all taken our masks off?
Commissioner, you're going to need to sign your.
And
yes,
sign your
all right.
oath.
This is the part where the district owns it.
Sorry.
This is the part where the district owns it.
We didn't get a chance. Wait, but we go back and then we do have space for you for the meeting.
All right.
Because we knew that that would be a long way to get back to your house. For the
Oh, yeah,
meeting.
no, I'm planning to stay some more.
Perfect, okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for appreciate your rolling.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
You bet. Ken, can you please escort that there? Good. Thank you. Madam President, Commissioner, it is now my honor to introduce Commissioner Pickering. I have a Bible.
Perfect, thank you, thank you. Yep.
Okay, raise your right hand. I, Alexis Pickering,
I, Alexis Pickering,
do solemnly swear that I will support,
do solemnly swear that I will support,
obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America,
obey, and defend the United States Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Idaho,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Idaho,
the laws and policies of the Ada County Highway District,
the laws and policies of the Ada County Highway District,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office
of Ada County Highway District Commissioner
of Ada County Highway District Commissioner
according to the ethical standards
according to the ethical standards
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God. Thank you so much to Commissioner Diana Laciando for the honor of swearing me in. And thank you to the dedicated ACHD staff for making arrangements for today. I want to start by thanking everyone who shares this moment with me, including incredible public service mentors like Commissioner Laciando and my fellow Commissioner Jim Hanson. Thank you. And thank you to all the people watching this Zoom today who should be here. It has been one of the greatest honors of my life to have been on this journey surrounded by my scrappy and talented team, my caring and committed volunteers, and thousands of supporters. Thank you. And I wouldn't be here today without my family cheering me on and placing hundreds of signs every step of the way, including my loving husband, the parents who raised me, who helped instill my strong work ethic and steadfast values, and my wonderful in-laws. Thank you. And last, but certainly not least, I wish to thank Commissioner Arnold for her 16 years of public service in this office. As both a first-time candidate and public health strategist in the middle of a pandemic, I learned a great deal this year. One thing that I've learned about myself and truly our whole community is that we can do hard things. And make no mistake, it has been an incredibly hard year, but we did hard things. This small victory was hard fought and hard won, and in spite of all the odds, we made it through. And now it's time to get to work, and I truly can't wait. I am deeply honored to serve as your ACHD Commissioner. No matter if you voted for me, I want to earn your trust. I want to make you proud, and I will spend the next 4 years delivering on this central promise: to hear you, to fight for your health and quality of life, and to work my heart out for the people of Ada County. Let's get moving. Thank you. I would love that. Okay.
You guys just want to line up here in the front?
Okay. Facing this way?
Yeah, just right in this area.
Do you want to join us?
Oh,
Can we maybe one together?
yes, you
Okay.
sure
Yep.
can.
You guys do your
Sure
photo.
can.
What a good-looking crew.
Thank you.
Yay! I wore some heels to tell you. It's hard to be a short brunette and a tall blonde lady.
Good, so, good.
Okay, who's who?
That's
I'm the
you.
father. I wonder. That's my wife, Narca. Two of her younger brothers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much again. I was not going to tell you, I didn't get to real hard time, so I'm like, hey, listen, we don't
Oh, okay. You know Sean Hazel? Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that's the doctor, yeah. Yeah, we went there.
Well done. Well done.
So you can turn this off.
Yeah, well, I was. Yeah,
Stacy?
Director Wong.
Commissioner May, yes, ma'am. I would ask that the commission go at ease till 11:45.
All right, sounds good. Good job today and welcome to everyone. See you shortly.
Thank you.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm Bruce Wong.
Bruce Wong. Good to meet you.
I'm the director.
Heard your name.
Excellent.
Excellent. You know,
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, because I think you're both retired Air Force, am I right? Okay, all right, so I thought you had that. Exactly right.
Welcome to the family.
thank you. Glad to be here.
sure if it's fixed.
No, they're in seats.
Are they spaced or are they clustered?
However far the seats are.
So she's in gym.
No, are. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Welcome, Commissioner McKinney and Commissioner Pickering. I put a tie on for you specifically because I haven't worn one since March, and I thought, well, maybe that'll impress them. And clearly, it doesn't impress our colleagues, but maybe it'll impress them.
I can't see you, Jim. I've got to see the tie.
I ironed my first white shirt since March, so there you go.
I know that you're looking pretty dapper there, Commissioner Goldthorpe.
I'm going to ask Rena whether that's the truth.
Oh, there you are. Looking good.
Yeah.
Fancy.
It seems
Yeah.
Madam President, Commissioners, it's now 11:45.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone. Good to see everybody. We're going to go ahead with our pre-commission agenda. And we start with general housekeeping items. If there are any items that a commissioner would like to bring up. Okay. Hearing
Well,
none.
I have one,
Any?
Madam President.
Oh, okay.
And
Go
tell me
ahead,
if this
Commissioner
is not
Goldthorpe.
the right time to talk about it. When we talk about the consent agenda for the meeting that we had with the Meridian City Council, there's one correction I would make, and so it's nothing critical. It just has to do with not saying that I opened my mouth at all, and so I'll bring that up at the right time.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Commissioner Goldthorpe. Any other comments or concerns or issues with the agenda? All right. Hearing none. Director Wong?
Well, Commissioners, I'd like to turn this back over to you. You have a discussion scheduled for election of officers.
All right. So the procedure is that's our only item on our regular agenda. When we are in our actual commission meeting, we will ask for nominations for president and vice president. And then we will look to the reappointment of our commission secretary and treasurer as well during that time. Are there any questions or
Quick
Commissioner
question.
Hanson?
On the agenda, sorry, it went by so fast. I just have a quick question on item 5 on the consent agenda, which is the capital overlay on Phillippi. And I just wanted to know, that's a big one, and we're saving some money based on the difference between the bid that we got from Knife River and the engineer's estimate. But how many, I was just sense of how many more of these overlay capital maintenance projects, federal capital maintenance projects we have sort of in the pipeline that before we apply the new procedures to evaluating whether we need to add some traffic calming on them. That'd be a nice sense to know, because I know we're going to have a few more who are in the pipeline. And fortunately, the difference will be going into neighborhood safety facilities because of our community programs will get the difference. But maybe Justin can answer, or someone.
All right, Director Wong or Mr. Lucas?
Well, Commissioner, Madam President, Commissioner Hanson, yes, we'll have that information for you soon. and such, but as you all know, going forward on all the projects of capital maintenance that we are looking at, we have produced a new concept that is more inclusive of things that have to be done on the street as opposed to just laying down some asphalt. But we'll have that answer for you shortly.
Madam President.
Sounds good. Thank you, Director Wong. Is it Commissioner Pickering?
Yes, hi. Really quick.
Welcome. Hi.
Thank you.
Go right ahead.
Really quick question about the consent agenda as well. I noticed that there was an item about the Nampa Highway District with the Owyhee School, and I don't know if this is the right time to ask, hence my hesitation, but I just wanted to ask if, like, when are we going to be getting more information about that school, and how are we going to be coordinating with the Nampa Highway District to make sure that maintenance, and are those facilities going to be, coalesced together? Are they going to be similar with the two highway districts? Just want to make sure that we're going to be keeping those safe routes to school with that specific school in mind and coordinating with that city. Thank you.
Madam President.
Good question, and this is the appropriate time. So, yes. Director Wong.
Madam President, Commissioner Pickering, a great question and such. And yes, we will be bringing to the Commission all of those steps as they occur. And you will see all of it going forward on this specific issue. Since there is how do I say this? Since the Ada County Highway District has more capabilities, we are willing to take on the responsibilities of that specific area, especially when it comes down to traffic signal issues. But and that's the reason why we have this on the agenda for your consent. But yes, we're going to really make sure that you see all of the, because there are issues with this. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Madam President?
All right. Thank you. Commissioner Goldthorpe.
Yes, one last thing about that particular item on the consent agenda, and it's strictly informational. That high school happened to be built out in the middle of nowhere. And so there was bad things about that, but there is one really good thing about that, and that is that we will be able to control absolutely everything from A to Z that goes on with development around that school, including all the safe routes for school, including all the traffic calming, and including everything else. It is like, from that standpoint, a dream come true for getting things done right.
Ahead of time.
Yep.
Which is always optimum. Any other comments?
No, I think that's a good, and hopefully across the county line that they'll follow suit. Of course, we don't have influence on what happens just across the county line, and this school is built on the county line. Yeah,
absolutely. We'll keep a close eye on it. Absolutely. All right, thank you. No more comments or questions. Then Director Wong.
Just a few more items, Commissioners. First off, I know I briefed you all on this earlier, but I do want to let you know that next week you will be receiving our annual audit report. And as I stated, it was incredibly intense, one of the longest and most difficult ones we've gone through, not just with the amount of I'll call it things that we're responsible for, but also due to the COVID-19 challenges that both the audit team and the Ada County Highway District successfully navigated through. But at the end of the day, again, the audit report will issue an unmodified rating for the district, which is its top what used to be called unqualified, and as former aviators, we didn't like that and such. But there are no internal financial reporting issues, no non-compliance issues, no material weakness issues, no audit findings that are required to be reported across the board. So your accounting team did an amazing job in a very difficult situation to navigate a multi-month audit for the district. And of course, that's the great news. The next news is we're going to start the next audit here in a little bit. And so it's a never-ending cycle. As I shared with you earlier, the district, Ada County, is the only regional highway district that did receive, again, a silver award rating for the American Bicycle Association. We shared that with the Bicycle Advisory Committee last night and such, and that is a big deal. And we did get some great feedback from the BAC as we move into the next iteration of when we reapply, we're going to ensure that they are intimately involved with reporting and crafting of this program. And for your planning purposes, next week you're going to be busy. Following week you're going to be busy. The night meeting you're going to be busy. We have a lot of things that we'll be putting in front of you, work sessions, different agenda items that we'll do our best to make sure you have all that information well in advance, so that when you come in, you may only have 1 or 2 surprises as opposed to 30 or 40. So that, Madam President, that is my admin report for today, unless you have any questions.
All right, thank you, Director Wong. Commissioners, any questions or comments for Director Wong?
Okay, Madam President, you have about 5 minutes.
All right, thank you. We'll circle back in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, we had some problems when that thing was brought before us. Yeah. But almost done. Yeah, all the developers, and there's only really one out there that owns a lot of property. That's Jim Hunter. All of them know that they're going to have a child. It has to drive their car to school unless they. Fortunately, it's a high school. I wish it was a middle school, but we could make it a model. As the consent agenda is approved, then we go into the election.
New ones.
Okay.
should have known better. Thank you. Okay. Madam President, Commissioners, it's now 12 o'clock.
All right, thank you. Welcome, everyone. I will now call our January 6th, 2021 Commission meeting to order. And Director Wong, if you'd please lead us in the pledge.
Yes, if you could all stand and follow me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you very much. Good to see everybody. Happy New Year. For our first meeting of 2021, I would like to recognize our entire ACHD team for their outstanding efforts during the very challenging times we faced over the past year, particularly concerning the COVID-19 pandemic. From the very beginning of the pandemic, when ACHD was identified as an essential business, you never missed a beat and continued your exemplary work supporting our first responders, our military, Ada County, and Idaho. Your outstanding efforts did not go unnoticed by our 502,000 customers and set the highest of standards for others to emulate. Team ACHD is always out front, leading by example. Thank you all for your dedicated service. All right, and it was a very special day today here at the district. We swore in 3 commissioners, so a very exciting time for them, a big day, and for their family, loved ones, and their friends. From District 1, we welcome back and congratulate Commissioner Hanson on his reelection. Look forward to continuing our momentum going forward. Congratulations and welcome aboard, Commissioner Pickering, who was elected from District 2. Glad to have you on the team and look forward to working with you as well. Congratulations and welcome to Commissioner McKinney, who was elected from District 5. Welcome to all of you. Look forward to a really productive year going forward and getting to know each of you. Thank you and congratulations. All right, our first item on the agenda is to adopt the agenda. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Is there a second? All right. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries. Consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a commissioner or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda. All consent agenda items are commission action items unless noted. Do we have a motion? Commissioner Goldthorpe, this would be the time.
Yes, thank you. I would move that we approve the consent agenda with one addition to the minutes for the meeting, joint meeting with the Eagle City Council, having to do with somewhere in the towards the end of the discussion when we were talking about the bicycle facilities and pedestrian facilities around Floating Feather and Beacon Light. I did make some comments there, and that wasn't noted. No problem. Just wanted to let you know I did open my mouth that day.
I remember. Okay, so noted. So we have a motion with one correction. Is there a second?
Second.
I'll second
All right,
it.
we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, motion carries. All right, our regular agenda items. Election of officers for calendar year 2021 and appointment of treasurer and secretary for calendar year 2021. We will start by asking for nominations for president.
Madam President,
Commissioner Hanson.
Madam President, I'm going to make a nomination, but first, what I want to do is extend a tremendous amount of thanks to your service. We gave kudos to the service of the agency this year, but because we rotate president, everybody gets a year to be the president of the commission. Little did you know that you would be the president during the most challenging time to ever chair a meeting, and you did it with such grace and aplomb. You've shown tremendous flexibility and kindness, and I just want to say I deeply appreciate that. And of course we all get to see the inside of each other's houses too.
Yeah, there you go.
But I just want to say to thank you for your service during this year as our president. This was not easy. I was president early on in my first term, and what you had to deal with this year doesn't compare. So I just want to give you a huge round of applause for your service.
Thank you.
And with that, I would nominate Commissioner Goldthorpe for president.
All right, we have a nomination, and just if I may take a moment, Commissioner Hanson, thank you very much. That means the world. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, we have a nomination for Commissioner Goldthorpe as president. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, President Goldthorpe. Would you like to continue the meeting? Would you like me to continue with the elections, or?
You know, I'd actually like to I'll make a comment or two or three,
okay.
But since you have the agenda in front of you, maybe you could finish the meeting for me. I'd appreciate that. That way I won't
You
start
bet,
off.
my pleasure.
I won't start off my tenure by flubbing a meeting.
I'm here for you.
I'm entirely capable of doing, because as you know, I don't take much in life very seriously. I thank the commission for the trust of being president. I'd call it an honor, but I think trust is a lot more important. I've done this before 4 years ago, so I know a little bit about this position, and I know absolutely one thing's going to happen virtually every week. I'm going to do well, and I'm going to screw it up. And by that, I mean also the commission generally, because you can't make everybody happy every week, and we never do. In the process of all of that, I'll tell you there's a few things that will likely happen. As has been the pattern during the last 6 years, any time that we can be more transparent, we will try to be. And I'm sure if we're not, we'll be reminded and do better the next time. As has also been the growing pattern of the last 6 years, we'll make additional attempts that we can to fully disclose to the satisfaction of any who are interested just what it is that we are doing and the reasons behind them, including legal justifications or legal reasons. If you don't understand, and this is anyone listening or anyone out there at all, if you don't understand the why behind our reasons and actions, I expect you to contact one of us. We can and will obtain that information for you. If you don't believe something that you are told here, whether it's in a commission meeting or privately, or I expect, and I don't expect that to happen hardly ever. My phone number is 208-867-6530, and together we can get to what is commonly referred here at ACHD as the ground truth about anything. There will be a continuance of the trends toward greater safety for those that do not choose to drive a motorized vehicle, and you've heard some of that already today. Greater access to safe routes to school, and filling more and more of the over 400 miles of sidewalk gaps in this county will do a couple of things. It'll lessen the needs for kids to get their mothers in the car and drive them to school, which in turn will lessen traffic in the morning and make it possible, hopefully, for us to save millions of dollars worth of additional lanes put in our system and reduce congestion at the same time. That will also make it safer for those who pay a ton of taxes and yet choose to ride a bicycle. and inspire those sitting on the sidelines who would like to ride a bike to work or school or wherever to do so. There are many, many people sitting on those sidelines. When I first ran for office, I made the ridiculous statement that a goal of mine was to have ACHD become a once and done organization. Now, I'm not going to tell you that we've done this, but you should listen in the future, because it's already been discussed at least twice in public meetings. You should listen to our director explain where we are headed as an agency, because he, together with our executive team, have decided that it's in the best interests of everyone in this county not to keep tearing our roads apart for one little project or another. Instead, when we scope out a project, our staff will be looking at just what the needs of that particular stretch of road will be in the near term, not just today. And we'll take care of it all rather than inconvenience you all again and again over the same asphalt. Again, we'll continue to have additional public information meetings on projects, and we'll continue to develop and utilize new and effective means to reach out to anything that will be of interest to you and your neighborhoods that is in our purview. You've undoubtedly heard that we've reached a crossroads concerning what we can do with the funds that you have entrusted to us. Construction inflation has caused us to get quite a bit of less bang for the buck than we used to. We aren't looking to raise taxes, but we've asked and will continue to ask for certain legislative changes that will give us more control and more efficiencies in how our revenues are handled. Letting your legislator know that you'd appreciate them working with us would be much appreciated. And for our contractor partners that we actually pay, that you actually pay to produce the product that you walk, bike, and drive on, I would ask only one thing today: sharpen your pencils. I would ask for the continued respect of those we interact with, and I promise you will get that in return, or first. We love the fact that there isn't a single other highway agency in the United States like us. We are in awe that our continued existence has gone on now for 50 years this year. We will work to earn the right to continue in this manner for another 50. Thank you.
All right,
Back to
thank
you,
you very
Mary.
much, President Goldthorpe. All right. All right, we've got a pretty good roadmap laid out there, and I think we made some great strides, and I look forward to building on that and gaining more momentum as we go forward. And we've got some new members of our commission, and so I'm interested in hearing their ideas and all of us working together to attain those goals. So thank you very much. All right, commissioners, our next item is nominations for vice president, and I would like to nominate Commissioner McKinney for that position.
Madam President, I'll second that.
Thank you. We have a motion with a second. Any discussion?
I was just saying, you jumped the gun, but Madam President, I just wanted to make it clear that the pattern is we rotate, and that typically in your first term, most commissioners get a chance to serve as president in their first term. And then in the second term, you have that option. Well, I'm not actually interested in serving as president down the road. So I was going to suggest that if there's one of the new commissioners who wanted to do that, I would encourage you to step forward. And it sounds like you've got that. So I'm pleased. I think it's really good that we rotate the presidency. It's a good habit for our agency. And then if you're in your second term, you have that option to cycle in like we're recycling Commissioner Goldthorpe.
I like that. I like that. No, I think that really, I was vice president my first year, and it really helps. It's kind of a baptism by fire. You learn as you go, and it's a great position to step into. So with that, commissioners, we have a motion before you.
Commissioner McKinney, be sure and find out what Commissioner Goldthorpe's hunting schedule is like, because if he draws a tag, you're going to be called on to preside over the meeting, unfortunately.
I'll pay close attention to that.
There you go. All right, commissioners, we have a motion before us. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Congratulations, Vice President McKinney.
Thank you.
All right, next, our appointment of Treasurer and Secretary for the calendar year 2021.
Madam President.
Director Wong.
Madam President, it is my distinct honor and privilege to nominate the reappointment of both two tremendous individuals and public servants here at the Ada County Highway District. I would nominate Stacy Spencer to continue her role as the Secretary of the Board, and Sharon Petska to continue his role as Treasurer.
Thank you, Director Wong.
Well,
He is nominated. Yeah, we need to move on that, Commissioner Hanson.
I'm not sure if a commissioner does. Otherwise, I'll be second.
So you're so moved, and is there a second
Yes.
for the reappointment? All right, commissioners, we have a motion with a second for the reappointment of Ms. Stacy Spencer and Mr. Sherwin Petska for Treasurer and Secretary for our calendar year 2021. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, congratulations. It's lucky for us that the two of you, we have you both to continue on. You do such an exceptional job. We're lucky to have you both, so thank you. All right, that takes us to public communications. Ms. Spencer, do we have anyone that has signed up today to address the commission?
Yes, Director Wong would like to address.
Oh, Director Wong.
Yeah, now you're in trouble, huh? Well, Madam President, Commissioners, we would also like to thank Commissioner May for her tremendous leadership, her stewardship, her mentorship, her continued sense of humor with the ACHD team members, because I know that we give you several times pause, maybe not to laugh as much as we would hope you would, and such. But Commissioner May, we have a gift for you. It is a gavel. Can you see that? Yep, and a plaque on it. It says Commissioner Mary May, President, Ada County Highway District Commission, January 8th, 2020 to January 6th, 2021. Thank you for your stellar leadership. You made the difference. Bravo, Zulu. So, Commissioner.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was my pleasure. And like I said earlier, I'm very proud of what we were able to accomplish. We didn't miss a beat. We kept everything going forward. And it was an absolute pleasure. And I'm looking forward to building on the momentum that we were able to achieve this past year. And thank you very much for those kind words. I appreciate it. And commissioners, Commissioner Pickering, Commissioner McKinney, welcome back to Commissioner Hanson. Thank you all. We've got a great team. Look forward to great things coming forward in the new year. And President Goldthorpe, congratulations to you. Look forward to continued partnership with you going forward as well. So thank you very much. Thank you, Director Wong. Any other comments, Ms. Spencer?
We are good.
All right, commissioners, they're not all like this, but that was a pretty short, short and sweet meeting. Enjoy your special day, and we will see everybody back next week. Congratulations, everyone. We stand adjourned.